Hello everyone. Today we shall be learning how to solve quadratic inequalities. We will be considering two examples to learn this, and this is the first. Consider this inequality. What basically this means is to solve the range of values of x that satisfy this inequality. So the first step here would be to take all terms, non-zero terms, to one side, leaving 0 on the other side of the inequality. So let's do that. We can rearrange this as x squared minus 3x. That's what we have over here. And then we bring this 3x to the opposite side. So again we have minus 3x. Since this was positive 3x, on the other side is minus 3x. Then this again plus 3, and we bring this minus 2 to the opposite side. Since it's minus 2, we have plus 2 on the opposite side, leaving with 0 on the opposite side of the inequality. Now let's just simply simplify this. We get x squared minus 3x minus 3x, which is minus 6x, plus 3 plus 2. So that's plus 5, which is going to be greater than or equal to 0. Now we have simplified this. Next step is to actually consider this to be a curve. So let's just write this as y, which gives us y equals x squared minus 6x plus 5. So this quadratic expression on this side, I just called it y, making y equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. Now you can see that this particular equation here looks like an equation of a curve. So let's just plot that. So I'm going to draw the y-axis and the x-axis. This is x, this is y. And since the coefficient of x squared is positive, we know that this curve is going to have a minimum, not a maximum. Therefore, it's going to be like this. The shape is going to be something like this. So, next step is to find the points at which this curve cuts the x-axis, which is mean the points of x that makes y equal to 0. So, for that, we are simply going to solve for x when y is equal to 0. So, we write down y equals 0, and that gives us x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. And then I'm going to use the quadratic formula to solve for this quadratic equation, solve for the values of x. So the quadratic formula goes as x equals minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac, we take the square root of this, divide by 4a. So when you substitute the values of b, a and c, you will see that you get x equals 1 and x equals 5. And these values are called the critical values. And basically, you can use this to plot the graph now. So this curve, since it's going to be a minimum, is going to look something like this. Take note that this is not exactly accurate. We just want to sketch the graph. So this point over here is going to be equal to 1. And this point over here is going to be equal to 5. So let's just draw a dotted line like this. Another dotted line over here. So now you see that we have 3 regions on this graph. One which is less than 1, the other one between 1 and 5, and another region that comes after 5. So now our goal here in this problem is to find the range of values of x for which y, this expression, is greater than or equal to 0. So greater than or equal to 0 means where the curve is above or on the x-axis. So the curve is above or on the x-axis in two regions here. Basically, this region and this region. So let's just erase that and get on with it. So what we need to find is the the range of value of x in this direction and in this direction. And this particular region is not going to satisfy this inequality, which basically gives us that this expression is going to be satisfied, this inequality is going to be satisfied when x is less than or equal to 1, less than or equal to 1, and when x is greater than or equal to 5. So within this range of x, this inequality will be satisfied. And note that since this range that we found over here is not continuous, we have to write them as two separate ranges like this. However, if it was continuous, then we can write it as one expression. With that, let us get into the next example. Let us now consider the second example. We see that unlike before, all the non-zero terms have already been brought to one side, with 0 being on the other side of the inequality. Therefore, we have x squared plus 3x minus 10 less than 0. Just like before, I'm going to call this term y. And therefore, we can write that y is equal to x squared plus 3x minus 10. And we want to find the values of x for which y is less than 0. So let us sketch this curve y now. So I draw the x-axis, the y-axis, and the x-axis. And then, since the coefficient of x squared is positive, this is going to be a minimum shaped like this, just like before. So the next thing that we need to do to sketch this curve is to find the points at which the curve cuts the x-axis, which means find the values of x for which y is equal to 0. Therefore, we need to solve x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. If you factorize this, you get x plus 5 x minus 2 equals 0. And when you solve for it, you get x equals minus 5 and x equals 2. So the curve is going to look something like this, with this value over here being minus 5 and the value of the x in this point being equal to 2. So just like before, I'm just going to draw a dotted line like that and another dotted line here, dividing the entire space into 3 regions. Now we want to find the value where y is less than 0, which means the points of x, the values of x, for which this curve is below the x-axis. And we can see that that region is what we have over here, which means that the range of x that satisfies this inequality exists within this range, and that range is between minus 5 and 2. And therefore, from this graph, we get that the values of x that satisfy this inequality are x greater than minus 5 and less than 2. Note that since this is a continuous range, we can write the inequality like this, unlike the separate form that we used earlier. With that, I hope you understood this technique of how to solve for the range of x values that satisfy quadratic inequalities. If you have any questions or doubts, please feel free to post them in the comment section. Thank you.